Hi everybody, I'm Johnny Van Zandt.
And I'm Ricky Medlock.
And we are Lynyrd Skynyrd. And you're watching Plum TV. I'm clapping for myself. We have never performed in Aspen.
This is our first time.
This is our first time at the Belly Up Saloon. So we're looking forward to it. The people have been great here, and you know, Doug's band's opening, the Flutie Brothers, so it's gonna be a good night. The relationship that we have with Doug and the foundation is that, of course, you know, we've known Doug for how many years now, God?
Quite a few. I mean,
quite a few years. You know, he's been a friend of ours. He comes out and plays. We actually done a couple of other benefit stuff for him, you know, before, and you know, man, when we got the call to come do this, it was a no-brainer, should we say? It was like, yeah, sure. Are you kidding? What a beautiful place too to do it in, you know, and you know, anything for kids too, you know what I mean? And his son, of course, has, you know, autism. You know, your hat has to come off for the parents who have to deal with this on a day-to-day basis. So hopefully we can find what makes this happen and cure it.
Our tour manager and I were flying out this last time to come out on the road, and we were leaving home in Florida. And there was a lady there with a child that was suffering from autism, you know. And we just looked at him and we just couldn't believe this. I guess the dedication that this lady had, you know, to her son, you know, really makes you look at it and you just say, and you count your blessings.
Yeah.
You know, because, I mean, you looked at it and I felt so bad for him, but especially too for her.
Yeah, we've been very blessed. You know, so it's good for us to give back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, we play everywhere, all over the, you know, we've played all over the world and stuff like that. And it's really interesting after all these years of seeing this band, you know, go around. This is my second go-round with the band. So it's like after all this time of watching the band now and seeing the crowd's reaction, the fans' reaction, our crowd is from 15 to 55 anymore. Yeah. And so it's like it crosses so much of a generations, you know, and it's amazing how many come out and know all the songs and come out and celebrate the music with us, which just goes to show you that the music is timeless.
You know, I've been here 20 years and I've stopped counting, so as long as I got him by me and Gary, I mean, Billy, you know what I mean, we're okay. So, I'm getting bombarded over here. It's a bug. What's that extra thing in his head? Oh, it's a great band. It's great. It's you know, we're working on new material, you know, for a new record, and it's just been great doing that, and hopefully we'll get in the studio here and have one out next year. And you know, things are good. You know what, we just got off, this has probably been one of our successful years, you know, so that we've had in a long time. And as far as crowd, you know, coming out and seeing the band and sales of records, and when CD sales are down, we're doing okay.
I really think the key secret is songs.
Yeah.
It really is. It's the songs themselves, if they last over a time, you know, a period of time. I mean, I've asked 13-year-olds, you know, they'll say, Lynyrd Skynyrd? We just had a kid celebrate his 14th birthday the other day. Yeah. And I was on the street, and all of a sudden he looks over at me. This was in Prescott, Arizona, and he goes, Ricky Medlock. And I went, and he had on a Lynyrd Skynyrd shirt, and it was his 14th birthday. Yeah. So I brought him back to meet the band that night, you know, and he was flipped, but he played guitar.
There really is a new generation. We're both from Florida, and I have a little 5-year-old daughter, and so I took her down to Disney World, and I'm kind of walking around Disney, you know, and I see these kids come out, wow, kid with a Skynyrd shirt, you know, and a couple hours later, you know, I'm like, hey, dude, that's another one.
Yeah.
I'm going, pretty cool for a band to be around this long, and I think like what Ricky said, you know, I think it's all in the songs, you know. Being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I think is a great honor for those who have passed on. You know, we talked about the members, how many members have been here. And for my older brother, Ronnie Van Zandt, I think it's a great honor, you know, and Alan Collins, and Steve Gaines, and Leon, and, you know, all the ones that really not here, and Billy and Gary, you know, to be able to, you know, they're the ones that are really inducted into the Hall of Fame. And but the name of Lynyrd Skynyrd is, so that's a good thing. And it took 7 times. I was going 7 times. So it took 7.
I think we hold a record.
Yeah, 7 times being nominated, and finally 7 times the charm, I guess. And yeah, maybe we can get into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame free. I don't know. When we go through Ohio. You know what? We just hope we get out without having any scars.
No, it'll be fun.
But it should be a hoot. You know, we years ago we used to go and do shows underneath the name Curtis Lowe. Skynyrd has a song called Curtis Lowe, and we used to go into a town we had a night off, you know, before we played, and go as Curtis Lowe, and everybody knew who it was, and do little clubs. So it's a cool thing, real cool thing.
It's kind of it's a fun thing to do because everybody's right there.
Yeah.
You know, and whether it's for 300 or 3,000 or 30,000, you know, you have a great time at it.
And for us, this is the end of our West Coast run. We've been out 3 weeks or so, and we're going home tomorrow, so it should be a really good show. So we get to go home and see our family.